loving on crack. You can call me up in pieces, stop my lung support. Drown me if you can, I don't get upset. Put me out, oh way out. I don't wanna waste my food. I wanna give you all and soul, my heart and soul. No more rage,
Wednesday evening, back to Warcraft stream, consecutive streaming day number 464. Today a little special, because not only will we be casting Warcraft, like the name suggests, as we are back to Warcraft, but we also have a show match with Warcraft people, but not in Warcraft. In Immortal Gates of Pyre. And today it's Leon versus Knoff. Tomorrow it's Foggy versus Jens. And then the final. And I also will be playing versus Witty on Saturday. Our amazing Neo again. Great to have you back, man. Always appreciate you to know how difficult it is without you. Oh, amazing. Armin, that is sweet. That is very sweet. Some Orga stuff here. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. We should pitch in for a Neo vacation, but still make him cast from the beach. Bro, you don't have no idea how much I hate the beach. There's sand, dude. There's sand. Sand goes everywhere. It's freaking annoying. So I hate that. Then there's sun. Sun, no good. Very bright. And warm. It's also warm. And you know, there's people. And then the sun goes on your screen and you can't see properly. Nah. I don't like that. I don't like the beach. People can enjoy the beach if they like it. I'm doing society a favor. Beaches are populated enough. They don't need me. I'm staying absent so other people can enjoy beaches more. That's what I do with society. We sent you to the opposite. Yeah. Like a lonely cabin in the woods, maybe. That's it. Beaches are for lizard people. Exactly. That's what I always say. Yeah. So that's what we're doing at 9 p.m. Leon versus Knoff. I'm pretty sure they are going fresh into the game. I have like a vague idea of what the game is about. Let's see if it's fun. When the kids, I kind of like exploring new RTS and figuring out builds and units and stuff. This is gonna be wild. This is gonna be fun. So don't expect like mega pro Gates of Pyre tactics. Just, you know, two dudes enjoying the game. We'll also enjoy the game, a Knoff game versus Death Note. They played like an hour ago or so. So whoever was on Knoff stream already saw that. With a strong internet connection. Yeah. Lonely cabin in the woods with a strong internet connection. That is the dream. So yeah, that's a little lead in for the show matches. As I say, today Leon versus Knoff. Then there it is. There it is. Then tomorrow Foggy versus Jens, and then the winners match on Friday. There it is now. There it is now. And until then, a little Warcraft. Oh, that's not random. That's not right. It's not M Cup. W3Champions. Ladder. That's right. What if there's no electricity? Oh, come on! Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the only place I'm kinda drawn to is South Korea. Like a South Korea Japan trip. Maybe that is interesting. But beach. No, we're not going to a beach. Seems like you're all in a good mood, eh? Did you have a good day? You sound like you had good days. You had a lot of Warcraft with Remo. That's how you get good days. You can do sightseeing in Hövelhof. I'm the best guide. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's probably not a long tour. My wife is gone for the next days. That makes me sad. ... I'm not sure how to interpret the ... By the way, Mr. Larai, Dr. Larai, ChatGPT says your white flag story is bullshit. I asked, and then you disappeared. Well, Mr. Larai, that is more time for you to research history. Dr. Larai. God damn it. Too much Soul 8-man co-casting. Wikipedia says that. Yeah, who tells me that you didn't edit it on Wikipedia? Because Mr. Larai said that waving the white flag basically originates from one person, while it's a worldwide phenomenon. And then I asked you, Mr. Larai, you said that it was the custom to wave the opponent's flag when defeated, right? And then I asked, but that would mean that just to make sure, in case you're ever invaded from someone, you have to like store 100 flags of like the countries around you. That's very impractical. While the white flag can just be a piece of cloth. Right? It's doctor, I earned that. Well, not a history doctor. I don't know. I trust the machine more than you. I don't even know if you're a real doctor. Maybe you're just a chiropractor. Math. Prove it. What's 7 times 8? 56. Good. Good. Okay, maybe you are. I like that you actually answered that with the doctor in math. You must be a doctor. Must be true. Okay. Maybe you had a calculator though and got lucky. Okay, I do believe you though.
A player's forces are under attack.
Why do you believe ChatGPT more than Wikipedia? Because it's more fun to argue against Dr. Larai. And it fit my narrative. That's mostly why. That's the only reason, to be honest. See? Yeah, I know. Death Note is in a bit of trouble here, eh? Even though, like, Farseer is under-leveled, but apart from that, everything looking good. I'm also a doctor. I believe you, like, immediately, Buttcrumbs. I don't need proof from you. It would be funny if you're... Damn, what's it called again? What's a butt doctor called in, like, normal terms? An ass dog? Yeah. What's it called again? There's a word. Proctologist. Yeah. Yeah. In my mind, Buttcrumbs is a high-class proctologist.
Player's forces are under attack.
He's got it. Ooh, nice little pull and surround. And I don't feel like Death Note is in a position to punish this. Nope. I've come across Dr. Finger, who's a proctologist in my city. That's so funny, dude. It is funny how often the name of a doctor correlates with their specific field. Do you shake the hand of your proctologist? Stuff I never asked myself.
The town is under siege.
Nice timing by Death Note to strike back a little bit. Levels coolly in his favor now. But TC got the perfect item. He can just pop the potion and engage.
The player's forces are under attack.
Of course you do. What if he has too strong a grip? Might want a second opinion. Fair game. I like how Knoff is using his time to creep, to be honest. He's like a level below on the Farseer, but that's about it. There was no big timing push in his base. Like a little distraction one. But apart from that, he's fine.
A player's forces are under attack.
Isn't it baffling how people become like proctologists, urologists? Gotta be a very special type of
A player's
person.
forces are under attack.
When do you decide, I want to deal with that? I want to be an ass. Probably not too much competition in that field in comparison. Ooh, Death Note, that is the second time he cancelled this. So question is, how much damage is Knoff doing? With that open base and a couple of raiders, probably a bit. Oh, one more hit. Yeah, he wanted that out. And we play that lame game, huh? Death Note's still one of the humans that go clap. I like that a lot more. Like, why would you not play clap if you can't play clap?
Players' forces are under attack.
Knoff clearly focusing on TC. Is that time to engage here? He surely is too late to get the creep steal. It's only battle bongos. It's not the end of the world. Ooh, Death Note with invisibility. Let's go. Oh man. Knoff with the third attempt. And he leaves the talisman on the ground as well. Whoopsie.
A player's forces are under attack. Town is under siege.
I don't know, it shouldn't feel like Knoff is ahead. I just feel like he is. Oh, that TC invite for a stomp. There we go. Jumps right on top of him. But in a straight up fight, yeah, Death Note should be clearly ahead. With the clap, with 2 heal scrolls. So Knoff took a little bit of a beating here. TP traded. He got some pillage money off of it.
Under siege.
And he wanted to exchange time for his expansion. I'm not sure if that was enough though. Dude, Water Elemental's so crazy strong. Does that work out? No.
A player's
Okay.
forces are under
4 times the charm then, I guess. And Death Note doesn't have the resource to counter expand. If Knoff plays it smart, he can win this game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, he picked up the talisman now. Cow is tanky. The ring does do the least against Storm Bolt, so I kind of see that. Alrighty. Knoff isn't ready yet. Expansion hasn't paid off. Only 1 heal scroll. He can go for a second, but I feel like this army is not necessarily designed to fight. Except hero focus, maybe. Yeah, chain lightning too. I like that. Yeah, if you play cat and mouse now, the game can surely be Knoff's. But I don't think Death Note will allow that. He's too smart. Oh, no repair. Oops. Mr. Witty!
A player's forces are under
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I will be playing Witty in a Gates of Pyre show match on Saturday. And today is our first show match between the Warcraft III pros. Holy smokes, that invul was lovely. So yeah, maybe you can learn something today, Witty. That won't help you on Saturday, but maybe you can make it closer than expected. Oh, I love some good AoE battles. Knoff needs reinforcement like instantly because Mountain King still has mana potion. Uh-oh. These grunts, man. They're about to fall in a second. Stop. No hero focus by Knoff at all, right? And that's Mountain King level 5. Ah, damn. If he can stall a little bit more, there surely is a chance. But maybe 3 expo cancels were a little bit too much. And then, yeah, a straight up fight wasn't it. That is it then. Death Note wins by mostly leveling and expo canceling. Alrighty. That was a fun one to start things. I guess we got one more. Foggy is playing on W3Champions, huh? Interesting. We also got Fra versus Verdi. Yeah, I feel like that's a game worth watching. Fra versus Verdi. Fra, one of my favorite players in Sweden and on the ladder in general. Verdi, up and coming player and streamer, coming from StarCraft. Overlay didn't get reset. Wait. Come on. Starting Warcraft API. Okay. Another human versus orc. But with different players and with different strats. What's better for you, watching old episodes on YouTube or VODs? YouTube, 100%. I don't think Twitch VODs are monetized at all. They do play commercials there, though. I don't know. I should know. Full-time streamer? Yeah, I mean, there's no indicator in my dashboard. There's no section that says revenue from Twitch VODs. And then it could also change on basically a weekly basis. So just because that wasn't the case in a long time doesn't mean it's still not. Right? So, Fra, I was hoping for Blade Master mirror image, but here he goes with the Farseer. Verdi always has his very own style as well. It's not like blindly following meta. And we play on Boulder Vale. This is why I'm particularly interested. I gotta say, Boulder Vale got a pretty warm welcome from people. Usually the new map is always dead last in playtime. That is not the case. Boulder Vale... is up there. What is Verdi doing here? What is the madman doing? Fire Lord with human versus orc? Really? How? Why? What are you achieving with the Fire Lord that you can't achieve with an Archmage? Except variety, or like stream challenges. I mean, piercing damage, kinda nice. If you can keep up constant hits with Firelord, also nice. Expansion as well. Aren't Shaman just really, really, really good against that? So far, I gotta say, Verdi plays this well. Constantly 3 or more lava spawns up. They split again. I mean, they constantly have targets too. Are we still expanding? Bra, got 1 or 2 workers. Come in. Come on. Oh, nice. Oh, so how you deal with that? It must be Shaman then, right? 1 purge is basically insta-kill on the summon.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
But if you play Shaman, you don't have that much punch against buildings. Maybe we see a Firelord by Fra as well. And with Fra, you also never know what's up. Roffel die Katz, thank you for the 38 month. Okay, we do it with a panda, huh? Okay, that's like 3 kills right away. Brute strength on top. No counter expansion, just a big push. And Verdi doesn't have an arcane tower up. Now we don't. Okay, good damage done. Wait, Verdi is going tier 1 blacksmith to already go into rifles? What is this madman? But yeah, okay. So 1 big attack that did cost a lot. Following up with Shaman now. But yeah, Verdi stays on tier 1. Are you telling me with Firelord you can just stay on tier 1? Is he afraid of Wyvern? That to me is like the only explanation, but Bra's just going grunts and Shaman. That's it. And I feel like he doesn't need much more either. Well, we'll see. How many grunts is that? 5 plus brute strength. That's not too easy to deal with. But if you keep the backline safe, Maybe? Panda's getting lots of fodder here. Boom, rifle down to 50%. Both of them. Firelord also never made it to 3. That's not necessarily ideal. The towers. Yeah, and then he can just play catapults, right? Frost is a smart dude.
A player's forces are under attack.
But Verdi is just running into an open knife, man. Double Rex rifles now.
The town is under siege.
Okay. Towers up. Heroes healthy. Shaman not even in higher numbers. Pretty much the exact amount that he needs against lava spawns.
A player's forces are under attack.
But how I still struggle to see how Wordy is supposed to win this. Like, what's the win condition? Yeah, he's getting lots and lots of resources, but then for how long? He never had... Town portal? Okay. Okay. With militia, lol. Well, unfortunately, there's spikes on these towers, so everything is hurt. Yeah, that must have been a challenge by Birdie. I don't think that's a sustainable style. But shout out to Fra for countering this properly, as it seems. We get a lightning shield on top. Mana is... Oh, nice deny. Yeah, right there. And he couldn't get the demos. So bye-bye towers, and then the wolves can always do whatever they want, whenever they want.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, that expo is, I guess, gone. Is this still... No, the panda alone could probably solve this, right? Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire over and over. As long as you keep the demo safe, everything's fine. Poor worker splatters into pieces. Oh, oh, oh. So many targets for the Breath of Fire. It is quite a funny game. And shout out to Verdi for staying alive quite a bit. But that's about it then. Ay, ay, ay. GG. My man Fra back in the saddle after a bit of a disappointing Sweden championship for him. Finishing top 6 is good, of course, with big competition. But yeah, not perfect. And now back on the ladder grind. Respect. Nice to see, nice to see, nice to see. But what a hilarious idea by Verdi to go Firelord rifles. Well, then we get Fra once again, and we got Godfather, and that's then the last Warcraft game of the day. Afterwards, we go into the Knoff vs. Leon show match. Do you think any of the recently released RTS games has a realistic chance for a lasting PvP scene? For that, you need a quality product, good marketing, and money to sustain tournaments. If those criteria are met, there surely is a chance. Oop. So, haven't seen Godfather one-on-one in a while. He, if you listen to our FFA cast, you know that according to him, Undead is incredibly weak and basically impossible to play. And all you can do with Undead is lose. But that's just his opinion. I mean, currently we have 3 Undeads in the top 5, right? So, must be playable. How's he playing against Fra, I wonder? Usually, I know Godfather is someone who likes to play kinda weird. But Cryptlord, I feel like especially in the European higher echelon, it's not that weird, right? Definitely playable. He is right. Silent chatter coming in to chime in about the balance wine. Then why are 3 Undeads in the top 5? Tell me. Where's the logic in that? Fra with the blade. Blade and shop. If you play mirror image, you don't necessarily need a shop, right? So 1 creep into harass, maybe?
A player's forces are under attack.
I really like Cryptlord against Orc, to be honest. That expansion, especially against Blade Master players, should be doable. I'm not saying that it's easy, but on certain maps where you get like a lot of skeletons and a lot of beetles early, you got so much support early on and so much normal damage as well. But the problem is, if your opponent knows that you're doing this, he can snipe this quite a bit. Nice reveal, but no level 2. Can't do much about it, except like attack the blade. But there's way more Windwalk and only 1 dust anymore. That's a bit of an issue. Both are blocked here. One can walk out, the other not so much. But with that, Frost too hard to jump onto the Magi, right? That's some nice defensive play by Godfather here, I gotta say. No more reveal. Blade reveals himself now. Well done. Well done. Okay, and now the Undead's job is to distract. If Fra wants to be competitive here, he probably needs walkers against the Crypt Lord. And that makes then an, like, suboptimal army, right? Yeah, this is not the funnest part about Undead gameplay. Basically babysitting that haunted gold mine. But yeah, why not? Well, you might fall behind in levels. That's possibly why not. But it's only a grunt and a blade. Like, it's not that you lose both of the unique middle camps. Frost still has to do something with the tech. Double claw though. Double claw is problematic. Or entertaining. Depends on your vision.
A player's forces
And
are
your
under
perspective. Third tower before tech. Wow, do you need that many defenses? Fra's not stressed at all. Yeah, we get a totem to get the spirit walkers out for the dispel, you know, but also if I expand on tier 3 with a tiny, that's still totally fine. Blade has a lot of damage, a lot of beef with the grunts, and of course can creep easily with the hex if it's done well. Godfather transitioning into fiends, as one probably should when you have a big buck tank in front of ya. And at the moment, Fra just has to get as much XP as possible. Orc heroes can and will carry the late game.
attack.
And especially if there's no Dark Ranger. Like, a TC is so impactful. I'm pretty sure Frost gonna go for it. The classic Orc tri-hero. But Godfather should also know how to deal with that from FFA days. Getting sniped now. So much fortification.
Player's forces
Let a full wall of against the blade. Ooh, that might backfire now, actually. Because of Hex, he can't portal. That's all you need. That's all you need. A couple of hexes and a Blade Master with 2 claws. Ouch!
The town is under siege.
Hello, Mr. Baiting. Yes, Fra's playing again. Fra's a grinder.
Player's forces are under attack.
Baby on the way, but evenings are for Warcraft. Yeah, Fra's doing an excellent job here. I really liked him back there. Oh, that's what you mean. Fra is playing for years again. He's one of my favorite players on the ladder. He was part of the Swedish Championship this weekend, made top 6. He got a very unique and cool style. Didn't realize until now. Yeah, he's playing for a long time. You didn't watch my ladder cast then. Beijing. Unbelievable. Yeah, Fra has banger games, man. Fra has the tendency to lose games that he's not supposed to lose and to win games that he's not supposed to win. And that makes for a very castable ladder stream. If you casted ladder yesterday, you would have spotted me. Mr. Q-Birthday. One evening with you was enough. Now, yesterday I went to bed at 9 PM. Can you believe it?
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, I really didn't feel good yesterday. I think I casted 10 hours. You might have infected me via Discord call. I felt like I got sick, but then I slept, I don't know, 12 hours and then things were fine again. Yes, I do feel better today. I do feel better today. Yeah, but yesterday was odd. Fascinating how this... Oh, Godfather plays triple Rax ghouls. Oh, that is interesting. That's not too easy to beat, actually. I like that. Like, I like it and I don't like it. I don't like it because more unit diversity is always more fun. But I see what he's doing. And I know why he's doing that. No real AoE damage spell.
Player's forces are under attack.
On the orc side, so ghouls are really good. Look at that sweet impale surround. Trying to... No way he has a cloak. Oh, he has a cloak! But he has impale against that. No DK just yet. Heal wave to the rescue. Goddamn Fra. He lost pretty much everything. But supply-wise, it's still somewhat even. And he can't reach, man. He can't reach. And now we got Endurance Aura. And the Orc army is even faster. Haha! What a fascinating fight. Double Boneyard. Solo Crypt Lord, double Boneyard. Let's go.
The town is under siege.
Can't say that Godfather isn't creative. Sparta, hello, 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 hello. Yeah, mass ghouls, mass worms. That's what we're in for. That is amusing. Yeah, and this is what we do now. We infest orc bases with ghouls. We have upgrade 2-1. Okay, that's strong. Yeah, you don't really need healing on these units, right? They're just disposable anyway. Worms should be able to deal with Wyvern to a degree. Yeah, why do you need other units, dude? I have... Oh, the Crypt Lord died. I kinda missed that. What's the state of this game? Expansion is unholdable, I feel. Crypt Lord is back from... No, 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 no! Oh my god! He actually... No. He clicked the ghouls away from the Great Hall. Not great. He still has 18 ghouls. That expo must fall. Why is that expo still there? Oh my god. Die back, boys! Shadow Hunter dies as well. Can the blade die too, please? Oh, he has an Ankh. What the hell? Warcraft 3 is such a funny game. And now the ghouls are back. And kick that expo finally. Oh, man. You spawn with like 1/4 of your mana, right? Yeah. Good call, Neo. So there was a wind walk. Mr. Crestfallen, what's up, what's up, what's up? Godfather built these boneyards and never produced a single worm. That is disheartening.
A player's forces are under attack.
There's a lot of notifications popping up. This could last a while, huh? We don't have much time anymore. But of course, we don't want to miss the end. Oh, gargoyles. Yeah, gargoyles will destroy the few wyvern. When will Godfather see that it's Tauren? And can you even afford Tauren? Does Fra know that there's boneyards?
A player's forces are under attack.
I like that shade though. More people should play shades. Of course, when there's a chance for worms, Edo Boy is here. Add 4 worms and you got this. Doesn't even have supply open anymore. Gargs instead. Okay, this might be the end then. We'll see about that. No TP, no invuln. Let's see how the heroes survive. Oh no, is he like kinda self-surrounded? There's no chance for like the storms to be not good. Because there's so much stuff, there's always something to hit.
The town is under siege.
We do this again. Spikes do so much damage! Oh my god, look at the ghouls. Do we have a heal scroll? Oh, we don't! Imagine pulverize now. How many ghouls will fall? It's only 13. Oh my god, what is this game? He just holds again.
A player's forces are under
Hit him! Hit him again! Oh, that hex! No way! Fra's still alive, and Fra is filthy rich. Now the first worm is coming. Don't tell me the Cryptlord dies again. Okay. Main base is still 2,600. That's all fine. Gargoyle damage non-existent. Buff it. Well, the thing is, you didn't see that damage against... Ooh, there was a sweet one. Against the Wyvern, because it was too much damage. It was just gone. No way Fra gets this X-Bob and holds it. How many ghouls we got left? Oh, nice ritual dagger. First worm, second worm. Okay, according to Edo, we need 2 more. And Edo is the worm expert. Petition to make chat visible. Rather not. Rather not. Yeah, so creeping doesn't do much anymore, but he needs that extra gold mine. $1k gold is average dinner money. You're one of these snobs that eats like golden steak. Like Ribéry. Oh, triple whammy. But does it matter? 1 sub for 1 Neo holiday. Thank you, co-pilot. Well, next few days are gonna be chill evening streams.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
But the bats won't do much against these worms. Come on. It's only half of what Edo suggested. Is that enough to compete? Turns out, Stomp and Tauren really good against ghouls. Holy shit, that did nothing. All these fights do, let's be honest, all these fights do is feed the Orc heroes. But Godfather has another base bottom right. Oh my. Yeah, I as memey as that sounded, I don't think 2 worms are enough. One gets hexed always. The other is constantly purged via Blade Master. That's it. Like, you need more than 2. Yeah, what kind of game would that be where 385 gold unit is usable alone? That Blade Master is ridiculous. Plus 28, boys.
A player's forces are under attack.
Afterwards, Leon versus Knoff in Immortal Gates of Pyre. Yeah, hopefully we're gonna get the end soon. We're a little over time already, but I think the boys will understand. Hood of Cunning is more agility. 296 crit! Of course we picked the game that goes the longest. Triple Zapper. Oh, can you feel the frustration building in Godfather? Yeah, don't forget this one. There's one more. There's one more. There we go. Played the first games without you? As if you know how to host in that game, Leon. Come on. This is a funny game. Second connection? Please kill that expo, dude. No! Oh my god! No way! No way! There was 3 sappers and a worm. Kek! Omega lol! Godfather is gonna rage all the way from Denmark to South Africa. That is incredible. I don't think I've ever seen that before. He's gonna tilt so hard. I mean, he's still a base up. I got a feeling he could have gotten more more bases throughout that game. And Godfather, his expo is empty. His main is basically empty.
Player's forces are
Ah, he's trying it again. Unbelievable game. Will Fra just cut Godfather into pieces now? I feel like Fra is having a good time. Yeah, how is Godfather going to win now? Like, if this is fortified, but then it's still one base. And we are very close to Bladestorm, actually.
the player's forces are under attack.
How many zappers we got this? Oh, no zappers? No zappers, no chance. What loud? Except the Tauren. Boing. That's an extraordinary game. Very glad we're watching this. Ah, Wyvern and Bats, not ideal, not ideal, not ideal. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yep, PC, Blade, Tauren, that's better. Who's gonna win? 5 ghouls or 1 Tauren? Pulverize, pulverize. Hit him. Hit. It's not triggering. It was unlucky for Fra. So towers give XP, right? That's close to level 6 then. Oh, 5.9.
A player's forces are under attack.
No more mining here.
Town is under siege.
Another tower. Okay, the perfect use case for Bladestorm was here, so now it's not that important anymore. Now the crits are important. But yeah, Godfather's mining has basically been eliminated. Here's the level 6 and the big detonate. Yeah. I feel like there's not much to do anymore. This base gone. And the upper one. Oh, is that Bladestorm time, baby? He did skill it. No repair. Not using the mana. Come on, celebrate. Celebrate! What a game. Wait, is he fighting this? Ah, Blade Master has a staff. I see how it is. Shadow Hunter gotta be careful. We got Crypt Lord ultimate. Big nuke on the SH, but also potions. Bladestorm here, and the ghouls just disappear. Yep, they're all gone. Bye-bye. Sweet supply. And the Crypt Lord is surrounded as well. Ultimate helps him survive for a while. Makes him super tanky. But that's about it. That's all he got left, no? Fra doesn't have that much either, but the Blade Master is a one-man army. Ethereal form versus worms, not the greatest idea. We are very blessed to be here and witness this. I agree. This was Grand Warcraft. GG. Oh man, such a wonderful game. Fra, well done. Godfather, well entertained. I am very pleased with the Warcraft here today. But, I mean, let's be honest, when are we not pleased with the Warcraft? So fine. GG. So, from Warcraft 3, we go into Immortal Gates of Pyre, our first out of 4 show matches. Leon versus Knoff today. Tomorrow, Foggy versus Jens. Then the winner's match on Friday. And me versus Witty on Saturday. I'm very much looking forward to that. Immortal Gates of Pyre. All right. Okay, I'm firing up my Immortal machine that I'm going to host. Tell the players we also get one of the devs on for expert commentary. Immortal Gates of Pyre is a new RTS that we played 3 times already on the stream. It's a setting that I very, very like. And this is Steam Next Fest right now for like this week. And they have a new beta out. And to celebrate that beta, we host some show matches. If you are interested in the game, you can check it out on Steam. It's !Immortal. Create custom match. Canyon. Next. Lobby is up. At Knoff. At Leon. So, I know how I play this. Should be visible. Should see my name in the CG list. Huh? Thank you, the Flip, and thank you, Jack Attack. Jack Attack will join me for the commentary. Okay, let's see if I add Knoff to friends. Add a friend. Wait. Ah! Why is the game starting? No, lol. Lol, why did the game start? That was odd. Maybe someone joined, but I didn't play. I didn't. Did both join and were ready? We'll see. We'll see. Loading in. Loading times at the moment still a bit unoptimized. Holy smokes, Ivy! 35 euro for freaking what? Oh, that's incredible. You're incredible. Thank you. Okay. That is weird. Exit to main. I'm gonna host again. Just started automatically. Create custom. Deathmatch, Canyon, next. Okay, let's see. Just love. Just like that. Yeah, awesome. Awesome. I like that kind of love. Big Delicious Sea Cow. Dude, I'll never not laugh about this nickname. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, Knoff is in. Nice. Knoff is in. Nice. Yeah. So we're just waiting for Leon. Leon was here in the chat complaining why it takes so long. Twitch.tv/Leon. What's he doing? Maybe he has a warm-up game. Yeah. All right. Okay. I don't know how much Leon practiced. I think both are very fresh. They did coming. Nice. They did put in the hour today. Aha! Okay, here we go. Nice, nice. Start whenever you're ready. I think we're ready. If Knoff hits the ready button. I played Immortals a couple of times and the game is pretty high quality already. The keybinds are esoteric though. Dude, I made like a 15-minute rant on the keybinds and they introduced classic keybinds. There is a legacy keybind set now. I like to think that it's there because I complained. Okay, we're loading in. And I'm gonna call my co-caster for today. We are blessed to have the presence from Jack Attack. What's up, dude?
Hey, how you doing, Neo?
I am about to watch my first professional, quote-unquote, Immortal Gates of Pyre game. And I have you by my
Nice.
side, so my evening is blessed.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
So I know you from my Twitch chat and from some Discord chats, but to the people out there, who are you?
Yeah, so my name is Jack Tech. I did a bunch of StarCraft II content creation back in 2012 for about 8 or 9 years. And then I transitioned into modding and met all the lovely folks at Sunspear Games, and we founded the company, and we have been working on Immortals since 2017. So yeah, we've been at this for a little bit.
Oh.
I'm the UX lead, so the esoteric keybinds are my fault. You can throw your tomatoes at me.
I mean, it's good to have the option now. So
Yeah.
I will stream this to you, right? Because we
Yeah, because I can't. It's one of the limitations. We can't get 2 spectator slots to work, but we did manage to make sure that 1 slot works for now. So that's great.
Okay, so we do have a little issue that one player disconnected, I think. So we have to host again. Do it again. So tell me everything we need to know about Immortal Gates of Pyre since we have the time and have to re-host right now.
Yeah, for sure. Immortal Gates of Pyre is an RTS. It's got a blend of elements from all of our favorite RTS. Definitely some Warcraft 3 in there, some StarCraft 2, some Age of Empires. We're happy to take inspiration from all over the place. You've got, different factions, but really the choice you have to make is about your immortals. And so each immortal changes your experience in 2 ways. They have unique units, like in Age of Empires. And they have spells, sort of like in Age of Mythology, and things like that. Some of the immortals are heroes that are on the battlefield, like in Warcraft 3. They'll level up. We don't have any with items at the moment, but they'll level up and get stronger over time. Some of them are commanders that are more like StarCraft 2 co-op style. And so that's where we have the sort of StarCraft formula. You've got minerals and gas. We have alloy and ether because, we're our own IP. We're doing it our own way. And then we have this third resource called Pyre. And you get that by killing the creep camps out on the map. Similar to League of Legends, Jungle, Dota 2, Warcraft 3 kind of a thing. And that's how you cast your immortal powers, which are really, really big. A lot of it'll be interesting to see how much the players invest in Pyre. When we see high level players, transition over to Immortal, a lot of the time they neglect the Pyre, the third resource, because they go with what's familiar. But then once they realize how powerful it is, it becomes kind of a major focus.
Yeah, that's been my journey so far as well. I was struggling a little with the controls as I told you, but now I played
Oh
like
yeah.
2 hours maybe, and now it fits like a glove. So I got my economy under control. I got my unit production under control, and then I realized, dude, these abilities, they actually do a lot. They heal me, especially with the new immortal, which basically has like creep spread as an ability,
Yep.
right? I use it all the time. There's like roots everywhere now. It's so awesome.
Yeah, that is the sort of highlight of this patch and this build. It's our 5th immortal out. Atslan, the prophet of the roots. He's all about that root way. The other 2 our immortals, they have root way as well. It's kind of a faction theme, but Atslan really digs into it. He can only live on his root buds. He's all about spreading things out. He tends to be a bit more defensive, but his big offensive tool is his ultimate, which is the root worm, which playtesters have been lovingly calling Steve, and so you'll probably hear me calling him Steve from time to time. If we get any play, I think this is Ajari Orzum. Yeah, so we're gonna see 2 Karath immortals. Ajari is a bit more aggressive. She has a lot of tools for being able to basically overextend and save the life of your units. And then Orzum is a bit more defensive. Orzum loves towers, and his passive is that he gets more Pyre the more towers he has. And so he tends to be a bit more... I like Orzum because I'm a scrub, and Orzum is kind of like a sledgehammer immortal with just really straightforward tools to bash your opponent into tiny little bits.
Alrighty, I think we start at the very, very, very basic, since this is our first map and the first match that we ever broadcast here. So we got the German champion Leon on the upper left-hand side playing... What's the faction called?
Karath.
The Karath. And then you basically have sub-factions, and that's displayed here on the bottom left. And the sub-faction determines like your playstyle, which is under the umbrella of the main faction, but with some differences. So it's basically a mirror match now, but it also isn't, because there's differences in unit spawns.
Yeah, it's worth thinking about them. They're more different than an Age of Empires Civilization is from one another when you're playing different immortals, because there are 2 unique units that you get, not one. And the immortal powers are completely different, and so that changes things quite a bit.
So both players...
a lot of aggression already coming through here.
I was about to say, both players rush each other. We'll see. It's like in Warcraft, everything is like super centered around your heroes, right? We mostly have like one army, but the Immortal Gates of Pyre, I would imagine, is more centered around multiple split pushes.
Yep, definitely. That's one of the key points of design for us. We don't want any of our immortals to just be this singular force you can throw down anywhere and just carry the game. We really want to encourage sort of that multitasking, multiple control groups spreading out, attacking different locations at the same time kind of play that you see often in StarCraft 2.
Okay, let's see how our Warcraft players can handle this. Leon defended this quite nicely. His first unit, Zentari, I would say, is pretty much like a grunt in Warcraft 3. Is very beefy, is not doing that much damage, but is a good frontliner.
Yep. And you can see just in that clip there, if they're on that hallowed ground, that blue ground, obviously their own hallowed ground only, they get a ranged attack, which is really, really strong. It's the primary reason why it's very difficult to attack Orzum early. So Orzum is very, very good at taking a lot of bases early and being able to defend them as a result of that Vanguard unit.
All right. And what do we have on Knoff's side? Wait, was he creeping? Can't find him right now, where his army is. Oh, he's producing
I think he's
a
just
lot.
building his first units. I think he lost those first 3 Safari
Ah,
on
I
that
see.
attack. Yeah, so we got some Seoshin here. Those are the lasses with the banners. They're a leaping healer, so they'll jump into the battlefield and do a big speed boost plus heal. So Ajari's very, very good at sort of capitalizing on moments and just jumping on opportunities. If you get caught out in the field against an Ajari player, a lot of times you're going to pay for it.
And his first unit is the Sapari, right? So
Right, that's right.
this is basically the same spot in the tech tree, but this is the difference that you can see between the sub-fact.
That's right. Sapari is actually a standard Karath unit, so all Karath Immortals will have a Sapari, except for
Ah, I see.
the healer there, that is one of Ajari's 2 Vanguard units, the unique unit, and that's the healer. And she's got a leap ability that allows her to heal and give that speed boost. And she also has a decent survivability and attack, but gonna go down here. Mass tier 1 units. Not surprised to see this.
Classic for newer players. But we also got a second base. How important is multi-basing in Immortal? Is it comparable to SE2?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've got that classic attack, defend, expand triangle going on, right? Expanding beats defending, defending beats attacking, attacking beats expanding. And really nice attack here from Leon. Very likely going to... Oh, never mind.
One of my favorite units, dude. Absolvers.
Oh, I love these guys.
Such cool unit design. If you play them, I hate to play against them, though. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
So basically what this unit does, what you see on the screen here, you can root them, basically, and then they shoot all the time. It's like a turret that can walk.
Yep, and the longer they're sieged up, the faster they shoot. So if you try to just jump on someone and siege them up, they actually won't do that good. But if you can get to the battlefield first, you can get a really big advantage.
How many people of your team are actually designing units? Because I feel like the unit design is pretty unique and in most of the cases really freaking cool.
Thank you. The first people in the company were basically all game designers in different ways. A lot of people contribute to unit design, and the whole company playtests the game regularly. And so we'll get ideas from everyone. I think the core design group is about like 8 or 9 folks total.
Shout out to them. And shout out to
Hell
Leon, who comes in with this not tier 2 unit, but next stage in the
1.5.
tech tree unit. We got the Sapphire and first base down.
Yep. Yeah. Big advantage for Leon coming out. Also has the Pyre advantage as well. He's got enough for his ultimate. Well, hopefully we'll see it. But it's that's Pillar of the Heavens. Huge AoE nuke. And then it sticks around and gives your units a speed buff after.
Next cool unit, the Dervish. Feels like Leon pretty much knows what he's doing, even though it is very Warcraft 1 army-centric. He doesn't really need more at the moment. And he's quite far ahead, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. 97 population to 22.
Yeah.
As in all RTS, more stuff beats less stuff, no matter how fancy you get with it.
Is there a comeback mechanic in this game, would you say?
Yeah, I think there are a number of combat mechanics, and in this case, I'm not going to try to fake hype it up. It's looking pretty much done for Knoff. Yeah, there it is, the GG.
Leon takes it. Oh, he was about to use his ult. There it is.
Manor Pillar of the Heavens.
There it is. It's the GG. Nice. Flexing at the end of the game. 1-0 for Leon. Well done.
Yeah, good start. We're doing 5 matches, right?
Yes, exactly.
Excellent.
All right, I changed the map to the second one so we can show that off as well.
Yep. Yeah, so this is Snake. If you're a StarCraft 2 player, you may recognize the map Cloud Kingdom. The map maker who made Cloud Kingdom, Superman, is actually our lead co-op designer. And so we very shamelessly put into the game. It's just a really nice layout that we very much enjoy.
If it works, it works. And if it's good, use it.
Yeah, I think that's one of the one of the traps that you can fall into. Like, for example, the Zephyr is basically a Blink Stalker,
Mhm.
and we don't care because Blink Stalkers are really fun.
Yes.
That's really sort of what we're focused in on, is just creating fun little tools for players to play with.
It's also nice if you see something that you're familiar with. I mean, obviously, like
Yeah.
it's not that likely that someone picks up an RTS game for the first time, but people that are playing RTS already will take a look at the game, right? That's probably more likely. And if they see something they're familiar with, it just feels good. I had it like, I see creeps on the map. I was like, yeah, that's nice. I want that in my game.
Definitely. It's and it's cool because we have it's such a great community. We have lots of people streaming the game and being like, hey, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I kind of think of this like a siege tank. And I'm just like, yeah, it's a siege tank. That's what it is. It's great. We love it. That's why it's there.
I had the same thought. But we'll probably discover some more units across the next couple of days. So they're not switching their faction or their immortal. Knoff in the blue, still with Ajari. Leon still with Orzum. So I wonder if they learned something in game one, if they have different approaches. Both were pretty much rushing. Maybe someone will fast expand.
Yeah, so far we've got Legion Hall first for both players. It's pretty even across the board. We've got Knoff going for the Ether first, and Leon going for the expand. Oh, 2 Ether. Oh boy. I wonder if Knoff will find something to spend all that Ether on.
Yeah. So you can't really tech with this race, right?
Oh yeah, well I mean you can tech with every faction. Absolutely.
On the main building. On the Acropolis?
You mean like upgrade the Acropolis?
Yeah.
No.
So like
I see what you mean. Yeah.
I'm Warcraft brained, right? So if I say tech, I mean like upgrade the main building, because that is possible with the other faction, which took me some games to figure out, by the way.
Yeah. One of the most missed things is the God Heart, upgrading Grove Heart to God Heart.
But once you get it out, once I figured it out, man. And Leon is indeed fast expanding on his natural.
Yeah. And going for that's the Keeper of the Heart and Flame, so that's going to be for like 1/1, 2/2 upgrades, etc. So kind of, again, going for just like a lot of tier 1 units with upgrades, which is just very strong, straightforward. Like I was talking about before, this is the Sledgehammer Immortal. He's here to crush you. And Leon's really kind of leaning into that in a good way.
Yeah, but this time, Knoff is not that aggressive. He's a bit more passive. Sees Leon. There's a little bit of respect between them. So a little more peaceful early game. No immediate economy harass. So we see a couple of objectives on the map, right? So for example, this ruined emplacement. What's this doing?
So this is kind of blocking Orzum from building a tower there. And you can kill it. You get 10 Pyre. Not a ton of Pyre. But now that it's available, you can build towers on it. Or you can just kill it and walk away and use that Pyre for something else.
All right, so you also get Pyre when you kill that thing.
Yeah, so if you see anything in that sort of theme, that sort of like a copperish, light green theme, you're going to get Pyre from that. And that's kind of the ancient technology that I think is like 1,000 years old or more, or something like that we're rediscovering here on the map.
A little bit of lore behind it. I like it.
Little bit. I don't go too deep into the lore because it's deep and complex, and I usually get it wrong. So
we'll leave that to other people.
I'll leave that to Dylan. Dylan is the master of lore, and I'm sure that he will correct me whenever I'm wrong.
It's fine. It's fine. But maybe you can answer a question from chat. What represents the more shiny part of the health bar?
So we've got HP, or sort of life, I should say, and shields. Shields regenerate, and HP does not, simply enough.
Is there units that are better against shield than HP?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay.
Certainly an area that we can explore with sort of specialist units.
Alrighty, this, what do we take a look at next? What's Knoff doing?
Ooh,
Double Soul Foundry.
Tier 2.
Okay, so what can he build now?
So he can get some of those. Ooh, it's a nice force. He can get some of those absolvers that we saw last game from Leon. With those, you can also get Hallowers, which are the natural counter to the absolver. They're very, very long range units. Oh wait, no, he's playing Ajari, so he's gonna have potentially the Arc Mother, which is a super defensive. Okay, we've got a defensive spell placed on the Acropolis to try and keep it alive. It's got tons of damage reduction. And in that hallowed ground, all those Zentari have that ranged attack, which is very, very strong. I don't think Knoff knows that he can use an ability to heal his units on the with the Saoshin, the Vanguard there. But he's gonna come in and do a little bit of damage. Primarily though, as Zentari and Orzum want to do, very strong defensively.
I think what this fight kind of showed nicely is that your time to kill is not as in StarCraft 2, right? Where you have a fight and stuff explodes and the fight is over mostly, but it's way longer and a bit more on the it's more microable in fights, maybe?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was... So when we started modding StarCraft, that was one of the things that we really wanted to work on. It's a really frustrating experience if you look away from your army for half a second and then you look back and suddenly it's gone. And we wanted to, one, for the lower skill players, make that not happen. But two, it also gets a little bit of advantage on the high skill players because you have more skill expression. You can micro, you can pull back, you can focus fire and things like that. And it actually will make a difference.
As a Warcraft player, I appreciate that a lot. Also as a new player, I appreciate that a lot.
Counterattack from Leon here, looking strong. The Magi, you can see, is creating his own hallowed ground, so now he gets that ranged bonus. All his Zentari are attacking from range now, which is very, very powerful. The Dervish there, the sort of Ice Skater unit, has an AoE attack and bonus to light, and all those Zentari are light. The issue, though, is that they're... Ooh, nice. We got a little bit of Ajari power, giving some additional hit points to the Dervish and pushing back that attack for now. But that is a real big army, and two Dervish are, as bold as they are, not going to be able to take it out alone.
But looks like Leon put some work into this, man. Deploying the mage and using the ability of that. Nice skill displayed here. And Knoff once again needs a lot of units very, very fast.
Yeah, he's building some absolvers now. So that should help defend, but he's got to get them over in time, and he's got to try and keep these units alive in the meantime because the absolvers alone are not going to be enough.
Looks pretty good for Leon once again. Hiding on his hollowed ground, putting pressure onto that base. Oh, we got the absolvers.
Siege him up. Oh, he's figured out the leap. Huge. Very important now that he knows the leap heal. That's a big advantage. Ajari's spell can also protect those absolvers. But this is, I think, just too much stuff.
Yeah, might be a little too late, but feels like both players are learning. Oh, we got a new unit, the Warden.
Yeah. Very strong unit, but unfortunately not strong enough to solo an entire army. And we have another GG.
We are exploring the tech tree, and Leon, well done. Maybe put in an hour or two more into the preparation for this show match. Goes ahead 2-0. But yeah, both players are figuring out the mechanics. Both players are figuring out the tech tree. I like what I see. So what are we going next? Frontiers. So
yeah,
do you have an advice for like new players? What's the first thing that you should probably get used to, or what you should focus on?
I think one of the most helpful things is to have just sort of a good basic first unit composition. So Leon's going for this Magi Zentari composition to start with, and he knows how to use the ability to give them hallowed ground. He's playing around with that. That's kind of the base of Orzum, and you can sort of build on from there. For Knoff, he's building the right units with the Sipari Saoshin. They're very strong, but he hasn't been using the leap. And Ajari's very mobile, they're faster units, especially with the leap because it gives a speed boost. And so kind of using that to shark around the map and find opportunities and be active is gonna help him out, I think, a lot.
Alrighty, we got 5 maps, whatever the score is. Both players get a little baseline money here, and then it's per win or per map, one a little extra on top. So there's a reason to fight for every single map. Leon probably with
Love
the
it.
goal of going 5-0 here.
Off to a good start. We'll
Absolutely.
see how quickly Knoff can learn and adjust on the fly.
We have a little
DC again, I think.
DC again, yep. It's a beta. Things happen.
Oh yeah.
So you were talking about lore. So obviously you don't create lore without a reason, right? So at the moment we can play multiplayer and we can play missions. Do you plan on adding a campaign as well?
Yeah, so basically in RTS development, the cheapest thing to develop is multiplayer and the most expensive thing to develop is a campaign. And as you might imagine, we're not made out of money. And so we got to play it smart. Campaign is something that we really, really want to do. We have so many stories to tell and characters to introduce to you all. And we're going to be getting there, but it's going to be a step-by-step process. What we have right now is this sort of, we have planned out PvE. One of those is Golem Factory, and it's a specific mission. It's always the same, and you can set it different difficulties and try to get higher score and things like that. What we released with this patch is a procedurally generated mission. So we basically take a PvP map, and then we randomly will change the terrain, change your starting units, and I think one more thing. Your objectives, and there'll be different objectives on the map each time. And so that kind of helps add some replayability. And then we'll be adding on some progression to that as well. So you can sort of level up, get better starting units, and various other things, sort of unlock things. And then long term, we want multiple campaigns. Really, we have so many stories to tell.
Okay, I like what I hear. The missions that you were talking about is a really cool way of getting used to the game. If you play a bot, I feel like it's rather boring.
Fair enough.
In any RTS there is, right? Because it's a bot, you know. But the mission is just to destroy him. But in missions, it's like a little bit more of a storyteller approach, and you have to survive wave after wave after wave. That's generally more exciting, I would say, than just plain one-on-one against the bot all the time. So I think it's a cool approach you guys are following.
Yeah, thanks. Bots and PvE are really critical. They've been our most requested feature for almost the entirety of our development. It's tough to get into an RTS, especially with a small player base, and just jump on the ladder because it's a small community. Most of the people that play a ton, and so you're rolling up into someone who's got 100, 200 hours on you, and it can be really tough. It's like getting onto Brood War for the first time. You lose the first 200 games, and then you're like,
Sure.
oh, I learned how to get this unit out. Neat. And then you lose another 200 games, right? So we're trying to make that not happen. RTS has always been a really tough genre to get in, so we're really, really focused on creating tools and tutorials and different things that will help players get into the game and be able to approach the game in a casual way. It turns out not everyone is a sweaty tryhard like me. And so, having a casual, fun experience that you can just sort of co-op with your friends and have a good time at the end of the workday and not have to memorize a billion build orders and get everything perfect to have a good time.
There is a tutorial in the game at the moment, and I gotta say it's really well done because it explains so much about the game. Like,
thank you.
In a really nice and not annoying way. Like, you learn about the economy, you learn what to build first, you learn what ability the units have the first ones you build, and you also learn about the abilities that the Immortal gives you, and how to defend as well, and what to do, when to farm, a little bit about timing. So that is very well put together.
Thank you. One of the things that we want to do in addition to the tutorial is we have a number of mini games that are being designed. We actually had one in the game for a while and we had to remove it because of tech debt. But essentially what we want to do is break the game up into little bite-sized chunks and say, okay, this is just the fighting part. It's just a micro arena. Just have at it, have a wonderful micro time, right? Or it's mostly the economy part. Like your units are going to auto battle and you're more focused on getting the right units out at the right time and rather than controlling the units, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
So apparently, the two players are gaming. I don't know how that worked
Without
out.
us.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
somehow without us. So I guess we have to restream. I'm looking at Leon's stream right now.
Okay.
Trying to force the 1080p. But yeah, it's a little blurry here for some reason. But yeah, they're gaming. Yeah, first person experience.
All right, nice. I'll
yeah.
watch Knoff, you watch Leon.
All
We'll
right,
put it together.
all right. So another thing that I really like when I picked up the game is that there's not this nuisance of having to build economy all the time. That's something that drives me crazy in some RTS when I have to build workers. Like I'm playing RTS because I want to fight and I want to control the map and use my abilities. Where's the fun in building workers? So what's the thought? Like that should be the thought process behind getting rid of worker production?
Basically, what I did in StarCraft II was I tanked an account down into bronze and just played literally thousands of games against Bronze League players, and I would lose to them, and then I would try to like coax them into talking to me about like what their experience was and what they wanted to do and different things like that. And that was the number one frustration of players. They're like, I want to battle with my big army, but I have to do all these chores. I have to do all this work before I get to the part I want. And that's the idea behind a lot of the things that we do, in that we want players to just very easily be able to get into the fighting in their beginning experience and then learn about the base building elements after that. Yeah. And so switching worker production to a toggle instead of I have to press this every 12 seconds is one of those things that we've done to sort of create that experience.
Since we have the player vision here for the first time, maybe we can talk about the UI as well, because I think you did something pretty extraordinary as well, especially with the bottom left-hand side. I don't know if you have like a name for it. Is it just a command card or whatever it is? But basically, everything you need to do in terms of production, you can do with the bottom left.
That's right. Essentially, one of the frustrations that we kind of want to get rid of is the idea that you have to keep track of everything. Oh, I have to remember where my worker is, click on it, move to the place that I was just looking at, then I can build what I want to build, right? With the combined command card, the whole game, or almost the whole game, we're going to get there, is in that section. So you don't have to know where anything is. You can play the whole game without individually selecting anything at any point in time. You can. Yeah. You are encouraged not to, right? Because that's sort of the fun of micro and things like that. But there's no fun in being like, oh crap, where's my worker? I want to build this thing. You just press C, that's for building, and then you select what you want, and then you click it, and then the game finds the worker for you. The game sends it over to build the thing, and then it sends it back to go to work after it's done.
Exactly. That is so convenient, especially in comparison to the older RTS that we, of course, all love, but you have to select worker, build production building.
Oh my god.
Then keep...
1 sec. He just pillared the alloy line. He just spent his ultimate to kill, I think, 4 workers. Nice.
RTS is about economy, right? And if it takes an ultimate, then it takes an ultimate. But yeah, instead of that
he didn't have to sacrifice none of his army, yeah.
Instead of that entire chain and then creating a control group with that building, etc. It's just so much more convenient with the command card. That should be the future of all upcoming RTS, I guess.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We introduced the command card in a mod called Raise back in 2014. And we're really glad to be able to have kind of watch it proliferate. It's one of those interesting things where, so we sort of popularized this thing, we put it out into the space, and then new RTS started coming out, and we started seeing the same or similar takes on it, right? Everyone's got their own take on the combined command card. But I do think it's going to be standard. And it's one of those things where I'm really proud of it, because even if this game isn't successful, our ideas are being used throughout the space. And so I think that that's going to help the RTS genre as a whole, no matter what happens.
Looks like this is our most even game so far. I just got a glimpse of Knoff's army. It looked a lot bigger than in the last game.
Yeah. He's getting the hang of it now.
Nice.
Being able to hold these initial attacks. I got the stream up. We got 109 population to 160. Oh yeah, Leon's maxed out. So Leon's really gotta get in to make some damage here.
Oh, we haven't seen this yet, but Leon is attacking the mega creep, I want to call it.
The ancient.
The ancient, exactly. What's that about?
Yeah. So we're not going to see it here because there's no fight for it, but there's that funny little blue-red bar, and it's actually a tug-of-war mechanic. So if red were here doing damage, the bar would fill up more red. And so you get this fun little play where you can spend some time trying to shave down your opponent's units, or you can try to focus down on the ancient, and figuring out the balance there can be really, really fun. It's basically it's one of the things that accelerates the game to a finish. We didn't want to have a hard cap of like at 15 minutes the game ends and whoever's ahead wins, right? But having the ancient ascent, because every time you kill the ancient, you get more pyre for it. So first time it's like 100 pyre, then it's 150, then it's 200, and so and pyre abilities generally are used to close out a game, or can be used to close out a game. And so if you cede map control to your opponent, if you want to just be a turtle, you will lose, because they're going to get all the pyre. And we really, really don't like hour-long TVTs in StarCraft 2. As fun as they are for that particular game, it's not for Immortal. And yeah, so the Ancient really helps us to create that effect.
Leon just used the pyre from the Ancient on basically Knoff's entire army with the Pillar of Heavens, and goes through once again. Jesus Christ, Leon's doing well once again. Knoff used Salvation, so his ult as well. So he's getting there. Maybe a little too late, though.
Yeah, so Salvation is an ultimate that saves all of your units from death. So instead of dying, they get teleported to wherever you cast Salvation. The issue is, it was cast on top of the enemy army, and it's more defensive ultimate. And so Leon was able to just target Ajari down and kill her immediately.
Damn, I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with Leon doing lots of good things here so far.
Yeah. And Knoff has been learning every time, getting better every time. This was the first time we really got a lot of even population situations holding off those initial attacks. One of the things that that's really fun about Immortal is we've had a chance to interact with a lot of different professional players, Warcraft 3, StarCraft 2, etc. And generally speaking, we'll play games against them to kind of get them warmed up. And within 3 games, they're beating all of our best players. And so the pro player's ability to learn and adapt and level up basically very, very quickly and use their RTS fundamentals is something that kicks in quite well. And I think we're seeing that with Knoff each time getting better.
Yeah. All right. Just let the players know that it's...
We'd like to watch this time, please.
Yeah. I think it wasn't their fault. It's just the overlay said that only Leon is in, but they were kind of both in. You know, it's observer mode is not #1 priority probably in developing a game.
No,
I'm very happy it exists in the way we got it.
Yeah,
Kind of-
it's usually a lot further down the process. But for us, we prioritize it relatively more highly than a lot of other games will. Just for this reason, just because it's fun to cast games, it's fun to watch people play. I think that's really, to me, one of the great things about RTS in general is that it's really fun to watch. Like, I still watch Brood War. I'm absolute garbage at Brood War, like D minus, like never really figured the whole thing out. Just got beat up a lot, but it's really fun to watch, and it's really entertaining, and it's really sort of intuitive, like immediately intuitive. Like, if you see a giant army and you see a small army, you know what's about to happen, right? And if they somehow turn it around, you can appreciate, like, whoa, how did they do that, you know?
Exactly. And you look at the mini map, and if more than 50% is all I got a crash.
Oh.
Whoopsie. Hopefully players realize this time. Yeah, it's always a nice indicator in games like this. How much of the map is blue or red or whatever.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we all got to restart. Is maybe a map buggy or something that we shouldn't play them?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I will poke around to see if there's any known bugs, but I'm pretty sure all the maps should be equally good.
Yeah, I played them all, but I don't know if there's any weird interferences with observer mode or something. We'll just try it again. Beta, everybody.
Yeah.
Things can happen.
Appreciate your patience, chat. Thank you.
Of course. What are the oh my god moments in this game that will keep people watching and waiting for that special moment? For example, like a big Baneling flank wiping an army for the win.
I think mostly we designed the ultimates for that purpose. Every ultimate is really impactful. Charging up to the point where you have enough Pyre to even cast your ultimate can be challenging, and part of the story of the match is like, okay, are they able to, achieve enough Pyre to get that done? But then also there's lots of little fun micro moments. Like I was playing a game against one of the other devs yesterday where I was farming a camp, and Atslon has ability where he can put a wall down, and he just boxed me into the camp and blew me up from the high ground. And I was just like, oh no, I didn't even think of that. But yeah, there's lots of positional type stuff like that, where if you're smart, if you have good understanding of like tactics and high ground and flanks and things like that, you're going to get a lot of really cool moments. I will also note that one of the major missing things that's currently in development that you're not going to see this build is dropships. And once dropships are in, that is going to completely change the game.
Yeah, I was about to ask that because that is, as you say, not part of the game. And as someone who never really played much StarCraft, as a Warcraft player, I really like that, because that's something that overwhelmed me in other RTS games that are coming out right now. But okay, you're bringing it back. I will stop playing then, I guess.
Yeah. It's really nice for counter pressure against contains. Contains can be really strong. When we were developing Vanguard, the sort of mod precursor to Immortal, before we got the dropships in, one of our high level players was just ruthless and didn't care about fun and would just lock you in your base every single game. And there are other ways of breaking out of that, but giving players the option to grab a couple of units, throw them in a dropship, and then go harass the base across the map really helps to give sort of counterplay to that very kind of unfun style of play.
For more fun, we go back into the game as we're here, and we have a change. Knoff is switching it up. He's going to basically my faction. He's playing Aslan, the new Immortal we got. We said already this is all about roots. So the second faction, what's it all about?
Yeah, so also if you could Discord stream for me.
Why not?
But it went down when you crashed, I think.
Ah, yeah.
Sure. Atslan, Prophet of the Roots. So you can see him there. he's bobbing up and down, living his good life. Aslan is the gardener of the Aru. And he can only live on these little root buds. And whenever he goes to a root bud, it flowers open and gives this AoE buff of healing. And so Aslan has 2 vanguards. One of them is called the Root Shepherd. It's kind of like a StarCraft 2 vulture. It's fast. It only costs alloy. And it has a bounce attack. So it throws a chakram and does this sort of Mutalisk-like bounce attack on the ground. And then he's got the Resonant, which used to be a standard Aru unit back in the day, but we decided to give it to Aslan as a Vanguard and replace the standard unit. And so he's got the Resonant, which is effectively a StarCraft 2 siege tank. So Aslan is very, very positional, very good at defending, and very good at locking down an area of terrain and making sure that you are very unhappy to wander into his garden.
Yeah, I'm having tons of fun playing the new Immortal. It's probably my favorite of all 5 by now. The new unit is basically like a Huntress in Warcraft 3 as well. I wonder if Knoff is getting there, because the first unit is the Masked Hunter. And from my experience, you get pretty much outmatched against the Zentari early on, which is very unfortunate for Knoff.
Yeah, they're like half the cost, half the population. You can build more of them at a time. That's kind of the main difference between the Aru and the Karath. The Karath you tend to get more bang for your buck. You tend to get more sort of beefy, solid units, where the Aru are a bit more tricky, a little bit more sort of finesse based. And so, yeah, you're not going to be able to just throw a couple Masked Hunters and solve your problem, but you can get a big critical mass of them, and they're going to do really well against the melee units.
And we get the next tier unit by Knoff already. I'm very happy that he's not focusing on the Masked Hunters, that he's probably going to lose in a second, but we got Underspines should help him a little bit here.
Yeah, Underspines have an attack that slows the attack speed and the movement speed of whatever they hit. So they're a more passive support unit than the Magi or the Saotian, but they're very, very powerful. But the main advantage of Aru is that they're a ranged faction. Almost all their units are ranged, so you really want to kite with them, do pullback micro. It's a lot more APM intensive in the early game. But if you can find your advantage in that range, you can really make it work for you.
Yeah, it's a lot of back and forth with this. And then once you have an advantage, you can commit and it feels good once you get there. Hopefully Knoff gets the production up. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, he's only building Underspines right now.
Yeah.
They're a great unit, but they are a support unit, so...
You can think
that he's gonna learn that lesson this game, I think.
Yeah, I guess so too. The Warcraft people can probably think of Dryads, but without the poison damage to get an idea. So it's really good for kiting and slowing things down, but the damage is surely missing. Not the greatest first experience playing the Aslan for Knoff. I feel like that is a faction where you need a little bit of knowledge and you can't just dive into it immediately.
Yeah. Like Orzum is the newest player friendly, Immortal, easiest to pick up, most straightforward. As you can see here, you can just build Zentari and do okay for quite a while.
Yeah.
But we'll see if how quickly Knoff can learn. We're not seeing a ton of the Pyre abilities yet. If he does manage to get enough Pyre, he can cast his ultimate, which is the Root Worm, which is crazy powerful. A Root Worm plus this tiny army could crush all those Zentari absolutely no problem.
Yeah, that worm spits lava, fire, whatever it is. Huge AoE as well. It is a lot of fun, man. It is a lot of fun. But that was my experience as well playing Aslan. You kind of survive, and then you tech up. And you get these dogs, I don't know what they're called, with an upgrade that makes them stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start to crush.
Yeah, that's the Vanguard unit is the Root Shepherd, and you can actually upgrade them to be hidden when on a rootway.
Yeah.
And so you could be wandering around on rootway, and then all of a sudden these guys just pop out of nowhere and start wrecking you. They're also anti-light, and they have the bounce attack. So just making a bunch of root shepherds right now would be really good for Knoff. Of course, probably doesn't know that yet,
Yeah.
but we'll see if he gets lucky and figures it out in time.
Takes a bit to dig through the tech tree. One thing that I also wanted to talk about, since we haven't yet, you got nothing like supply depots in the game, right? Or no farms.
That's correct.
No buildings that only give you supply.
That's right. That's another that's what we call a chore, right? Like building workers feels like a chore, and it's tricky to differentiate what's a chore and what's like a fun repetitive action to do. And the way that we think about that in the design team is essentially, are you making an interesting decision? And like for workers, for example, it's not really an interesting decision to make this worker. The decision is, am I going to be building workers now or not be building workers now? And so that's why we switched it to a toggle. With supply, we found that it was, oh man, he's got the root shepherds out. He's got the right unit, and he's got Atslan hanging out there, giving that healing buff as well. If he gets enough time, he might be okay. And it looks like Leon's going to give it to him as well. But yeah, so we basically baked the supply depot into the barracks for StarCraft II nerds. It's so whenever you want more army, you get more production at the same time. And it just kind of keeps supply as a resource, which is really important. Not having supply as a resource, we did try that, by the way. We tried some really crazy stuff. Not having a supply for a resource really messes up the game flow, and it makes it difficult to balance in a number of different things. So you need that supply in the game, and by putting the cost of the supply depot or the farm into the production structure, we kind of get the best of both worlds without the chore.
As a Warcraft player who oftentimes just builds like 2 production buildings the entire game, this was super unintuitive at first. I had to get used to that, but it makes sense, right? You want more stuff, you need more production, and the later the game, you oftentimes have like more expansions anyway. So it has become natural to me quite quickly.
Yeah, glad that's working out for you.
It is working out.
Yeah. All right, what do we got going on here? He's building some static defense. He's got some of those root shepherds, which is a great counter unit. That's one of the units that he definitely wants to deal with this kind of an army.
Just needs more. A lot more. Did he? Oh, he didn't tech up yet, right?
Well, he's got the ability to start getting 1/1 upgrades. It looks like Leon's got +1 attack right now as an advantage. And he's got these omnivore, those are static defense structures, to choke up the ramp and make it really sad for Leon to try and walk up there. But right now he's not spreading the root way at all, which is a key element in making Atslan work. Oh, he builds the wall. Okay, so he's decided to sacrifice his main and wall. Oh my god, he's gonna counter with an ultimate. He's just gonna throw that pillar down, kill the units, damage the wall at the same time. Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Mr. Knoff, tear down that wall. And it is another tap out by Knoff. Leon punishes Knoff experimental race switch with a very, very oppressive rush.
Yep. Just non-stop Zentari.
Zentai is too OP. The OP talk is starting already.
Already. It does not take long. All right. Looks like Knoff's gonna try to. If you can't beat him, join him. He's gonna try some Warzim, I think.
Their units are like grunts at first. You got advantage now. Alrighty. Yeah, it could be a 5-0. Then we will see Leon again on Friday, where we have the winners match. Tomorrow it's time for
Yep.
Foggy and Jens to show our skills. And then Friday, the winners match. And of course, the big main event when yours truly will face off against Witty. It's gonna be quite something. I'm a bit nervous before show matches, but
I mean, you're getting all the beta right now.
Yep.
You know, you're watching all this stuff. You're getting all the inside info.
and you showed me some build orders as well on the Discord. That was helpful. That was very helpful.
Yeah. Anybody who is playing, you can play right now. It's open to anyone. And on our Discord, we've got a whole heckin' forum full of build orders from our most experienced playtesters. So you can get the jump on things if that's what you're looking for.
It's a very active Discord. It's really nice. There's lots of discussions going on, also around the lore, about the game itself, of course. It's a nice place to hang out.
Yeah, thank you. I really enjoy it. We've got a really great community, very sort of respectful folks. And one of the things that we're really proud of is that we really encourage and we don't get offended by feedback. Like, if you hate the game, tell us you hate the game and tell us why. Like, we want to hear it because that's how we get better, you know? Like, we're not going off into the, you know, sort of dark cave and building a perfect thing and coming out and saying, oh, look at this perfect thing we've built, right? We're modders. We like that cycle of, hey, try this and see how to break it. And then the players inevitably break it and we say, oh, okay. And then we take it back and we fiddle around with it for a little bit and then we put it back out in the space again. Without our playtesters, this game would be nowhere near where it is now.
It's very impressive. I played, like, this is my third playtest. I don't know how many you did.
So many.
So many. Okay.
Yeah.
I think
I think we do 1 or 2 a year for the past 4 or 5 years, something
really?
like that.
Crazy. I didn't know you were that old school, basically. But then I played the third last, and I was so confused by the controls. And I was ranting on stream a little bit about the controls. Like, what the hell is this control scheme? How is that logical? It makes no sense, yada yada. And at some point I noticed, oh damn, you devs are in the chat. Like, damn, biting my tongue a little bit. But in the next playtest, all of a sudden I got the option to go legacy controls. And that is so helpful. And like, for me, obviously intuitive. But at the same time, I like that you are experimenting and trying to like push control schemes forward, because we've basically been playing with the same control stuff for 25 years or so, and being experimental is really, really nice.
Yeah, and the legacy controls this is just like sort of the first step in the legacy controls. Long term, what we want is basically a drop down menu where you can say, make it like StarCraft, make it like Warcraft III, make it like League of Legends, and we can make it as close to that as possible. Like, one of the things that we can't do right now that we want to be doing is a non-layered option. So we have a really confined grid. We only use QWER and then down to V. We don't use that fifth row that most RTS use. But some people like that, and so we want to make that available to folks. And so, yeah, we really want to provide the most seamless options for whatever game you're coming from to just play the game comfortably. We're not trying to push our experimental stuff on you. We just want it to be there as an option. And we want it to be there so that way all these little things that we take for granted and don't think about don't have to get learned by a brand new player. They can hop in and not really have all this sort of old school knowledge that we've all built up, and still be able to play the game and get into it very quickly and sort of understand the controls.
That's a really nice approach, for sure. Alrighty, we got Leon in the red aiming for the 5-0. Knoff has switched factions once again, so it's a mirror match now. And for the first time, Leon's units are not the very best unit in the early game. And he respects them already.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's classic defender's advantage situation. By the time he got across the map, Knoff had more stuff. But now we're seeing round 2. We got 7 of those boys coming up. Knoff is going to have the advantage of hallowed ground, right? So his units are going to be ranged. as long as he stays in that hallowed ground, that blue ground. And so as long as he kites it back well, he should be in a pretty good spot. But if he gets surrounded... ooh,
Oh! Damn, 4 units surround by Leon. Classic Warcraft surround skills right there.
yep, good stuff. He just has to buy a little bit of time for his next round of troops to come out and do a little bit of focus fire. He's doing a very good job. That nice pullback micro from Leon there. Yeah, he's going to chase him right off. He doesn't want to engage out here, though.
He probably doesn't know about that, about the hollowed ground function.
True, true. This is his first Immortal game, Orzum game, I believe.
Yep.
But the rally of new troops should be enough for him to hold the line here.
There's an indicator, right? If you're on hollowed ground, the swords are glowing, and if you're not...
Yep, that's right. That is exactly correct.
Alrighty, for Leon, just more stuff, trying to...
Oh, he's just making more.
Yeah, it's just...
He's committed.
Tier 1 rush. Yeah, Knoff maybe also a bit deflated at this point. Not even with the same units he can do something. But if that is happening to you when you start the game and you queue ladder, what would be the proper response?
You're looking for anti-light. The main thing that Knoff is missing out on is he just needs to stay in his hallowed ground. He doesn't need to walk out there. Leon's pretty committed to this attack. But the other thing you could do is you could build a little bit of static defense, but mainly just making sure he keeps building Legion halls, so he has more stuff. That might be the other thing coming from Warcraft 3, not building as many production facilities, not being in that habit.
Yeah.
I think Leon has like 3 or 4 Legion halls right now, so he's always going to have the bigger army.
Oh yeah, he queued them.
Yeah, yeah.
All next to each other, nicely lined up.
Yeah, if you want to be aggressive, you just build a lot of training buildings, and that's what Leon's been doing, and just a little bit, I think, too much focus, not backing out after the focus in happens, and then really good pullback micro from Leon to kind of make the enemy Zentari chase him around while he's dealing damage.
Didn't expect Leon to be that dominant here.
Oh. Another surround.
Another surround. Yeah, this again looks a little bit rough. I don't know if Knoff is tacking to anything. I don't really see.
No, I don't think so.
Not really.
He could be getting +1.
Oh, that's a counterattack.
3 more Legion. Oh, I don't think Leon sees this. That's something. Oh, interesting. Okay, so he's building a Rook of Era. If he defends this, he should be able to stabilize. It is a special super tower that does a very slight AoE. It's going to be very good here. If he can hold onto it long enough for it to complete, he might be in a good spot. But there's just so much stuff coming from Leon right now.
And it takes quite some time as well to build SSD, so it's not an instant tower, but he's still doing some damage. He gets the reinforcements faster, just a little bit more time. Leon is losing 2-3 units here for sure.
Yeah, he's starting to stabilize. Leon has to back off.
Yeah.
He's doing better tech at home though. He's got the tech for Zephyr and for Magi. So he can start mixing those in at any moment, and that's going to really supercharge his attack. But really good position for the Rook of Era here. It looks like it's going to complete. And the game will at least continue on. And if Leon just sticks to the Zentari and Knoff ends up teching up, especially if he gets as far as air, or if he gets to... Dervish or Absolvers, things from the tier 2 tech building, he's going to be in a pretty good spot.
Alrighty. Yeah, we see Leon has teched up behind this. Unfortunate for Knoff, we see the Zephyrs coming. And so many production buildings this is. How many? Like 6 Legion halls. That is a lot. I'm surprised actually that from the Warcraft players, we haven't seen much creeping.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I thought it would be natural.
Well,
to them.
I think Leon's been forcing that
Yeah,
with just
true,
nonstop
true.
aggression
Yeah,
every game.
Big true.
Your opponent can't creep if they can't leave their base.
The filthy Warcraft 3 human players, man. Their opponents are never allowed to have any fun.
Yeah. Well, and you can see that Leon's got 186 Pyre. So he is doing a little bit of creeping here and there on his way to the base. And so he's got enough for a pillar right now. And so that's that map control. Because he's controlling the map, he's got this advantage. Ooh, he's got to fight under that tower. See if he'll pull back in time. Tower's starting to participate in the fight, and that's going to scare off Leon at least a little bit.
Leon is working also. Oh, here comes the pillar.
Oh, Pillar of the Heavens. I don't think that's enough to kill the tower, though.
No, not enough.
A lot of damage, but not enough to kill the tower.
And some worker damage as well.
Yep.
Couple units not attacking in the back, not using his range. But Knoff also has some units standing around.
If Knoff can get lucky and figure it out, he does have an ability to save these things. Oh no, he does it in time. That's Orzum's passive there. If you get a building within 10% HP, Orzum just shows up and smites it. Oh, there it is. He just cast Empire Unbroken on the Acropolis. Unfortunately, he didn't get that Empire Broken down in time to save his Rook of Era, the big super tower, which would have been a potential line of action there. But it is going to give him some more time to keep fighting.
Right, unfortunate for him. There comes new reinforcements
God.
for Leon. Yep, more Zephyrs. There's more of the same. And if that doesn't work, we build something else. But then we build more of that. And Leon once again marches
There
through.
it is.
5-0 for the German Warcraft
GG.
champion. GG.
Well played. Just a little bit of a knowledge edge for Leon. He found something that worked pretty early on and just kept with it until it was all over.
All right, we got to see quite a bit of the factions. It was a little faster than I expected this to go. So if you have a little bit of time, would you play a one-on-one against me?
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I have never played against like a good player or someone who knows what he's doing. I've played a show match against another Warcraft person, but we both had no idea what we're doing. So this will be testing ground for me now. It will be rough.
All right, I'll close this stream to make it fair.
All right, I'm gonna host, and we'll see how disastrous this will be. Do you have a favorite map?
Not particularly. I like them all.
All right.
Anything you like.
Let's go Canyon then. Yeah, for the show matches, well played to Leon. 5-0. That's a nice bit of money for you, my man. And we're going to see you in the show match final on Friday. Well done, Leon. Well prepared, I gotta say.
Yeah. I hope whoever he ends up playing against watches this series.
Yeah, Foggy was streaming already Monday, I think. So he's
Yeah,
preparing as
some
well.
a little bit. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm probably on NA server. I need to switch over.
Yeah, I'm on European.
Like, why don't I see your lobby?
I don't
That's
know.
probably why.
You should tell me.
It's all my fault.
Probably. Or blame a coworker. That's always best.
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna blame Travis. Travis is my favorite person
Yeah.
to blame.
Oh, yeah. Travis, you suck. Probably.
Yeah. Just kidding. We love you, Travis. Please don't be mad. Oh, it's weird. I can't see the game.
Yeah, maybe you should host, and I try to see.
Yeah, I'll try.
your
I'll,
lobby.
yeah, I'll try hosting. I'm Mongoose in game. Should be up now.
Not yet. Right, join custom. I see Claire and KLMZ. Do you have a special client that we're not allowed to see?
Sometimes did I click the wrong one? That'd be funny. I don't think so. No, I'm on the demo client. That's so weird. 1 second. I'll just give it the old turn it on, turn it off, turn it on again.
Santa says you guys are on separate builds. And Santa on Discord came across as a knowledgeable person.
Oh yeah, Santa's one of the best players in the game. He's also in, on the team, but he's really, really good. Oh, are these show matches on playtest and not on demo? Is that why? 1 second. Could you look at your Steam library? Is there when you're immortal, what does it say? Does it say demo or does it say playtest?
It says Immortal Gates of Pyre running.
Okay, got it. I'll go get that one. I didn't know we were doing it on that build. Sneaky. Makes a lot of sense though. Anyone else that are playing in the game won't be able to just join in.
Ah, okay. So there's two. Okay, we got a special version. I see.
Yeah, I didn't know. My internet's fast though, so this won't take very much time.
What faction are you playing?
Atslan. I like Atslan, man.
Oh, so it's a mirror match. God damn.
Oh, you're gonna play some Atslan too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so what I also really like, because I was struggling a little bit with the tech trees, and what unlocks what unit, etc. And then I figured out in the learn section, shout out that you have a learn section. That is more than most RTS have, to be honest. So I completely ignored the left-hand side, and the tech trees are actually in game, as you guys can see. So if you're wondering, like, I was experimenting with stuff, and I had these cool dogs. How do I get them? It's pretty much displayed in the game. And then I studied for 10 minutes, then I forgot half of it, studied 10 minutes more. And now I kind of know what everything is doing. Plus there's little videos explaining or showcasing the units as well. That is really good. I like that. And people will probably need it. So it's good that's it.
Yeah. I kind of come from a teaching background. I was gonna go into music education before I went into streaming. And so I'm really, really interested in finding different ways to teach people stuff. And I did a lot of teaching of low-level players in StarCraft II as well. So really focused in on helping out the folks who don't have that institutional knowledge of playing 20 years of RTS like we have, and getting them into the game in a smooth way. A lot of little things that I want to do, a lot of little experiments and things to try.
Yeah, it's very noticeable. Like, it starts from the workers, and it's also something like the learn section. What's also in the game is an auto builder, right?
That's right.
Does that work on ladder as well, or is that just single player?
No, that works on ladder as well. Basically, the way that it works is if you're floating a certain amount of resources, it's going to kick in, and it will build an army composition that you choose, and it will maintain that ratio of composition. So you could say, I want mostly this, some of this, and only a few of this, right? You have 3 slots, and you can customize those slots as you want to, in order to have it basically take care of all the base building stuff. It'll get upgrades for you. It'll expand. It's basically, we wanted a MOBA player to be able to hop in the game and say, I just want to fight. And it's like, all right, cool. You press D to select your army. Then you go fight. If you want your army to be different, you can just kind of click around and change what's going on.
So
I think I got the lobby. Oh,
I
yep,
think
you're
so
in.
too.
Nice.
So why shouldn't everybody use that then?
Because it's bad. So it's intentionally suboptimal, right?
Okay.
So if you are waiting to float 1,000 resources before you build anything, you're gonna die to anyone who's just building stuff manually. And that's kind of the idea, right? We wanted to allow players to kind of begin to take base building manual control at their own pace. And so the idea is you start with build assist, and then as you get bored, basically, you're like, oh, I'm just killing this camp. There's nothing to do. And build assist will say, the next thing we're building is this. And you're like, well, I could just build that now. And by building that now, you get a huge chunk of power compared to your opponent. And so you're really highly incentivized to take manual control, but you're not forced into it, which is kind of the philosophy.
Alrighty, it's time to kick your ass now. After all the the nice talking for 90 minutes. Nice,
That's it.
We're not nice
You're going
anymore.
down,
We're
nerd.
going down. Oh man, I'm gonna get my ass whooped, but whatever. Okay, let's see if the builds I saw on the Discord work against you as well.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna freestyle it. So if
Yeah,
you're using
yeah,
a build,
yeah.
I think you'll have an advantage on me.
Oh, of course, of course, of course. Don't hold back though.
No. I'll try hard.
Soon the mother shall brace this stronghold. The mother hungers for more alloy. We must offer the god tree more alloy. Nakulata needs more alloy.
In Neo we trust. Oh, please don't, butt crumbs, please don't.
We must feed her more alloy. A scout is ready for the trail.
So there's this thing called Ether Surge. Are you using that?
Yep. Yeah. Ether Surge is nice because it allows you to get some fast ether. And then you have the other option of building an ether extractor, which is normal. And so you sort of have this long-term, short-term trade-off. You can get ether now, but it's not consistent. It's not going to just keep coming in. It runs out. And you can do that to like get a quick tech building, like you can get a murder hollow really quick, and that'll allow you to build that special unit that Atzilan has, the Root Shepherd. And Root Shepherds only cost alloy. So you can just pump a bunch of ether early to get that initial tech up, and then you can hang out on alloy for the rest of the time and get a ton of Root Shepherds.
I was too focused on my build order. I didn't listen.
That's all right. That's for the viewers.
Another structure rises from the deep way. Such a thing cannot be attempted.
As the Kulathon will. As the Kulathon will.
Another temple rises. We must feed her more alloy.
More trophies
The Blood
for the
Mother has
worthy.
seen fit to protect this site with a guardian.
More trophies for the worthy.
It's First Blood, isn't it?
We cannot do this.
I think so. The scout minigame is very interesting. It's I hated it at first, actually. I was very opposed. I was like, oh, this is dumb. Like, I want to play the rest of the game. This little scout minigame is so silly. But the more we refined it and changed it, it became a really, really good time. But honestly, I don't have the APM to sink into it most of the time.
Feel you. I feel you.
Such a thing cannot be attempted.
Noble prophets. By new limbs.
Another scout is at your disposal, noble prophet. The prey seeks to sack our temples. They attack our
Uh-oh.
gatherings.
That's not right.
The enemy attacks Nakuladon's fortification.
More trophies for the worthy.
We must raise more war tables to draw warriors here.
Unbroken. Amos true, noble prophets.
The Blood Mother has successfully manifested here. Nakuladon
Oh yeah, good thing you have the Zakal. Otherwise, this would be much better for me.
We must summon more warriors.
Nice defense.
See worthy
There we go. We live. Custom stuff, but we live. Okay, I survived longer than expected.
I know the other devs are watching in the chat. I'm gonna be like, you should have done this.
I'm learning, all right? I'm learning.
This temple is ready for war. We cannot do this.
There is but one song, the beat of her heart. We are her covenant made flesh.
Don't like how little vision I have on you.
The God 3 now has
Just come check it out.
Yeah, okay.
Come over to my base. We're having a party, man. You wanna come
Ah, yeah. There's too many people. I'm afraid of crowd.
War temples must be raised for your beasts and warriors here.
Oh, hey,
Hey,
hey.
That's what I thought.
Hey, please go away.
No.
Please go away.
Calming ritual has begun at the strong.
There's nothing to see here. We're all friends. You don't need to attack me.
Nah.
Oh, that's God.
Come on. There we go.
See if I can make you pay for it.
Ay. These units are so cool. What are they called? Resonance. Love them.
Yeah.
I mean, not right now, but when I play against.
No. Yeah, definitely not right now.
The enemy moves against the guardian here. Another temple rises.
Oh, you're gonna root up top? Oh, that's nasty.
We have completed a blood
Oh
rite.
shit, I didn't upgrade my
Lakuta
natural.
needs more alloy.
Whoops!
We must feed her more alloy. We must offer the god.
No! Oh, the wall! Shit!
The enemy attacks Lakulada's fortification.
Okay, that is evil.
One of the things about the wall is that it dies if it's not on my route way, and so that was a temporary one.
The mother hunts for more alloy.
Oh, going to air, very smart, very good,
It's
very
the
sad for me.
only chance, I guess.
Prophet, our temples are under attack.
I gotta do as much damage before your air stuff just kills everything I have.
We must offer the god tree more alloy.
Well, I don't have that much left.
More alloy.
Oh my god, you got so many though.
I kind of panic produced.
Yeah, well, I'm panic building static D at home before you come and get all my economy. Nicely done, nicely done. That's definitely the way. I died to that earlier, not dealing with the anti-air stuff soon enough. Oh. Bad rally.
The mother hungers for more alloy. Soon, this alloy
Oh, not fast enough though.
We must offer the god tree more alloy. Another set of eyes for the hunter's park.
Ah, goddamn hunters. Oh, you got bad riders, huh? That's nasty. Oh, hey, leave me alone.
Nope.
Oh!
Goodbye. Turn into confetti.
That was unfortunate for me.
Such a thing cannot be attempted.
That's good.
She hungers for ether. Nakulatan, another structure rises. We must offer the god tree more alloy. With Nakulatan's arrival, the stronghold
Oh, snap.
another temple rises. The Blood Mother has successfully manifested here. We must feed her more alloy.
Are you comfortable up there? Yeah?
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun place to be. I'm pretty happy about it.
Oh no. Oh no, Steve!
Steve!
No! Leave me alone, Steve! Oh, snap! Not good. You know what? Double
Oh, counter
Steve!
Steve!
Yeah!
No.
Steve
The only thing as
Meir.
powerful as one Steve is another.
Goddamn, Steve's so powerful. That's not good.
Oh, he's still alive! No!
Yeah.
I thought I waited him out.
Blood Mother has
Oh, snap, but that was pretty much the only thing alive. Oh man, that was fun. GG's.
GG.
I didn't get crazy trampled on, so that's fine. That's fine.
No, you got it, man.
Every
You got
day I'm
it.
gonna learn a little bit. I'm coming back for you.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Oh man, Immortal Gates of Pyre. I love that game. Check it out on Steam this week, right? From Monday to
Yep.
Monday,
Monday
basically?
to Monday. Yep.
All right, it is Steam Next Fest! !Immortal in the chat for the link. And then you can play it yourself. There is a tutorial you can check out. There's missions that you can check out, PvE. And of course, you can dive into the multiplayer as well. Recommended, everybody. Do you want to say something to the viewers? Is there anything that we didn't mention?
Wishlist is the main thing. The more wish lists we get, the better chance we have at success. So make an account for your dog, have him wish list us. And I'm just kidding, don't do that. But yeah, we're really trying to get the wish lists up. And more than that, just from the design perspective, we want your feedback. We want you to play the game, and we want you to tell us why you think it sucks, so we could make it suck a little bit less.
All right, and of course, you should check out their YouTube as well, where they just released a new video today showcasing all the units for one faction at least. I hope there's a follow-up coming with the other faction as well. So lots of content over there at the Immortal Gates of Pyre YouTube and the other socials, of course. We're gonna be back tomorrow with Foggy versus Jens, and then Leon faces the winner on Friday, and then I play the winner on I play Witty, who is not the winner but rather the loser, everybody knows, on Saturday. So we're gonna see a little more about that game. Mr. Jack Attack, it was a pleasure with you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Neo. Have a good one.
We are back with Warcraft 3 Esports at 1 p.m. tomorrow, and then Immortal Gates of Pyre at 9 p.m. tomorrow. Take care, everybody. See ya!
Resistance is showing up. Resistance is